Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Kai. Today we're going to go over a couple of trading indicators that I use and the recent Bitcoin price action. Because we're at a bit of an inflection point right now based on a few technicals that could potentially be indicative of a trend reversal. So let's dive in. We're on the 3-day Bitcoin chart here. I use two indicators that I created based on the existing technical indicators. So the top one is our trend X-ray, and as you can see that colors the candles blue for bullish trend, silver for no trend, consolidation, chop, whatever you want to call it, and red candles for bearish trend. And this is based on moving averages, relative strength index, and the volume, and I think some general price levels as well, where the candles close. And then at the bottom we have a momentum indicator, which is actually based on RMI, relative momentum index, and that's really effective at showing exhaustion in the market over time. So you get these nice divergences. For example, here on the weekly time frame, price obviously was just going to the moon, but on the momentum indicator we were losing steam over time, and that's called a bearish divergence. And then finally we kind of dumped here, went up to a lower high, and actually on the momentum indicator we had this bearish retest and subsequent breakdown from our long momentum line, whilst this blue line is the signal line. So that's what I use for trend trading, and you can get access to these indicators by just joining the Discord. Happily give you access just to try them out. So if we go back to the 3-day chart, the last green trend candle we had was on around the 13th of April, and that was actually at the literal market top. That was the Coinbase direct listing on stock exchanges, and ever since then we have had either the silver candles or red candles indicating no trend or bearish trend, but it's never returned to sort of a bullish bias, and that's because the market did go into at least for now a bear market by setting this lower low, then lower high, and then giga nuke down. We've been in this bearish trend this whole time, but actually right now, off the back of our recent bounce from the lows that we just had, we have now opened this new 3-day candle, and it is actually indicating a bullish trend if it closes above the close of the previous candle, I imagine, which is 33,600-ish. Now, in addition to that, we also have our momentum indicator down here. As I said earlier, we had this massive run, but at the same time we had this bearish divergence play out on the momentum side, and eventually this bullish market exhaustion actually played out, and obviously we dumped. Now we're down here, we have this very choppy consolidation zone, but with a obvious bearish directional bias to the downside. But on the momentum side, it's very much kind of plateauing out. There is a slight downtrend, but I would say it's more kind of bubbling away, more indicative of a sort of accumulation actually. When you have this price trending down and the momentum line kind of flat, there's a lot of absorption in the market, a lot of buyers absorbing the sell pressure. So in my opinion, this momentum indicator is actually begging for a bullish cross with the signal line here, and indicating some form of trend reversal, whether short-term, long-term. It's kind of impossible to know right now, but at least some short-term relief to the upside looks possible right now. Based on the recent close of this 3-day candle. So the question is, if we do have some short-term relief, where could we be expected to go, or where would we be aiming for? Maybe to reduce our exposure if we think afterwards we're going to go further down again, or if you just swing trade in these levels. Let's take a look. So if we go onto this other Bitcoin chart on the weekly time frame, what I have here is some key support resistance levels, which will hopefully give us some indication of what levels we can look for if we do get a true relief rally right now. We have our Fibonacci retracement levels. So from the bottom of the consolidation, which sort of kick-started the run from August up till May, this huge move, which actually was around 560%. And I have these retracement lines, and actually I should add the 0.5 on there as well. I'll just do that now. So immediately, one sort of giant area of confluence I can see, which I could see us having just a massive roadblock on, is this area here. Where we have the 20-period weekly moving average. We have this 0.382 Fibonacci level, weekly resistance zone based on these candle closes, and up here we have the 0.236. So I think this will be an area of massive interest to people that are trying to distribute their holdings, whether they didn't get to sell the top and are in panic mode. This pump could be an opportunity for them to sell and risk off. All these levels will be of particular interest to shorters. These fib levels, especially the 0.382, and this 20-period moving average, when they're kind of together like this, it's kind of a shorter's dream. If the moving average came down here a bit and we actually came up, and if we whipped up here, you would likely see massive interest in shorts here. And to be honest, that's a good short, so I don't blame them. So more near term, and I'm on the 3-day time period now. Obviously, I would love to reach these levels up here, and I said that it'd be a possible short area. But, you know, to even reach that level, I think we have to, you know, fight our way up. And it might look a bit like that, to be honest. That was kind of a lucky draw. But, you know, I see us kind of ping-ponging off these lines, trying to do some SR flips. We might break up to the sort of 0.5 line around 37,000, go back down, and we'd be looking to flip this horizontal resistance into support as well, which coincides with this badly drawn moving average extension, and ultimately work our way up. You know, flipping the 0.5 and then tapping the 0.382 would be the target, and that's the weekly area. So to conclude, this next 3-day candle will be very indicative of what we're going to be doing. Based on my trend analysis anyway. You know, countless other people have tons of ways to confirm trend reversals themselves, or what they use, the indicators they use. It might just be price levels, it could be, you know, support resistance, might be momentum, breakout trading. So just from my own opinion, and definitely not financial advice, I'm flipping a little bit bullish here as long as we can close this 3-day candle green. And then I would like to see this kind of region up here where we reach this ginormous hammer. And I suspect we'll see a lot of risk off, because I don't believe this year we're going to see an all-time high or anything like that. I think this kind of region, if, and it's a big if we reach it, will be a big risk off area. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Come join the Discord. If you are interested in using these indicators yourself, just join the Discord. I'll happily give you access. If you enjoyed the update, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.